Mike Lightfoot, Bethel College. Mike Lightfoot coached Bethel from 1987 to 2017, where he led the Pilots to the NAIA Division II Championship in 1995, 1997, and 1998, and the NCCAA National Championship in 1992, 1993, 2000, and 2007, giving him a remarkable 7 national championships. His teams won 11 NCCAA regional championships and 10 Mid-Central Conference championships. Lightfoot was the fastest collegiate coach in basketball history to reach the 300, 400, and 500 win plateaus. During his career, Lightfoot was named NAIA National Coach of the Year twice, NCCAA National Coach of the Year 7 times, and Crossroads League Coach of the Year 6 times. He finished his career with an astounding 794-285 career record and was inducted in the Bethel Hall of Fame, the NAIA Hall of Fame, and the NCCAA Hall of Fame. Mike Lightfoot, Bethel University, and inductee into the class of 2020 of the Small College Basketball National Hall of Fame.
This is exciting for me. I feel like a mosquito in a nudist colony. Really excited to be here, but just don't know where to start. And I'm thinking that there's so many people to thank that I'm going to try to stay to the script as best as I can. To be able to do the things that I've been able to do, it's truly an honor, and I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame for all the hard work and the opportunity that they have given all of us. I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame inductees. And I just would like to say to the players, take a look sometime on that program of all the previous people that have been inducted. When I did that and did my homework, for some of you guys that are much, much younger, you're amazed at how many great, not just good, but great NBA players came from small college basketball. If you look at the color barrier, you'll see that the first situation where a black athlete was allowed to play was in the NAIA in the small college basketball tournament. And there was a guy named John Wooden that ended up winning 10 national championships that took that player to play in that tournament. So the heritage is so strong in our national organization, National Small College. So realize that you need to bloom where you're planted. Bigger is not always better, and some of you have transferred to D2 schools from D2 to to this level from D1. I just think it's really an honor for you to realize that this is a special, special moment in your life. So seize it very well. I would like to thank a few people real quick, and first of all, I'd like to thank my God, my faith in Jesus and what He has done for me, and to live in this country and to be blessed like we all are. We shouldn't take that for granted. And God has blessed me beyond what I could ever imagine. I'm just so thankful for what Jesus has done for me. And I think we need more of a platform of people standing up for what they believe in. I'd like to thank my mom and dad, as each one of these inductees have, and I think one of the things each player in here needs to thank their mom and dad for what they've done in their life. Do not take that for granted. So I would encourage you, before you leave or put your head on a pillow tonight, is to just thank your mom and dad. Coaches, thank your mom and dad. And the people that have impacted your life, do not allow that moment to go by. One of the people responsible for so much of my life happened to be my older sister. She was 4 years older than me. And so as my parents worked, I really didn't have anybody else to cart me around. So it was my older sister who had a car. And so I could ride to practice from this practice there. But 30 years ago, she was killed in a car wreck. And my biggest regret in my life as today is that I never thanked her. So my challenge is, thank people before it's too late. Because you never know what the next day brings. I'd like to thank my mom and dad. My mom is still alive and doing well at 90. She runs circles around all of us. My dad was a great athlete. He got cut by the team called the Dodgers in the 40s. And for those historians, there was a guy that was really good that beat him out. He wore number 42, and his name was Jackie Robinson. So he gets excused. I'd like to thank my wife. My best recruit I ever had was my wife, Jackie. 43 years we've been married, and for all the coaches in here, your wives are pretty special to put up with the time we are away from home and the commitment we have to the young men. We end up spending more time sometimes with our own players than we do with our own kids. And so I thank the wives for holding things together while we do what we love to do, and she was such a big part of that. She became the mom for one of our team that I coached. I'd like to thank my own two sons, which I had the blessing of coaching both my sons at the college level. And that's pretty special. I don't know of any other dad that had the opportunity to cut down the net at a national championship with Robbie and Ryan, who then were my assistant coaches, and Ryan's now at Grand Canyon University as an assistant coach. My other son is involved in sports, the sports world as well. I'd like to thank my coach, Homer Drew, who taught me so much about life, who taught me so much about coaching, and invested in me a great deal that I could pay that forward with the people that I've had an opportunity to be involved with. I'd like to thank my Nation of Coaches, people that are with me tonight. Nation of Coaches is an organization that just wants to support coaches, their wives, and we try to serve and equip our coaches as best we can. I'm really blessed. You know, Billy Graham, the evangelist, said that a coach makes more impact on the lives of young people in 1 year than most people do in a lifetime. So players realize that your coach is not doing it for big money. He's doing it because he wants to invest and make an impact on you. And so we need to have great coaches out there, and we'd have so many. For the players, I'd like to just say this: bloom where you're planted. Enjoy the moment, seize it, enjoy your teammates, as I said before, and be an all-American teammate. And finally, to everybody else here, I just say that if you want to be happy for an hour, buy a great meal. If you want to be happy for a day, hang out with your friends for a day. If you want to be happy for a week, go on a cruise. If you want to be happy for a month, buy a new car. If you want to be happy for a year, win the lottery. But if you want happy for a lifetime, look to serve others. Again, thank you very much.